Hello, hello, beautiful, bright angels, beautiful, bright souls, beautiful, bright people. Who do we have here? We have star seeds, star blossoms, empaths, light workers, earth angels, gorgeous human beings, gorgeous indigos. I'm sure we have a variety of beautiful people on here, absolute goddesses, high priestesses, and just beautiful, beautiful, beautiful bright souls, and likely a few gods on here as well, and high priests, but you know, I don't want to miss you guys out, of course. Welcome to this weekly energetic reading. We are here. We are calling in. We already have called in, but just for the camera, we are going to call in all angels, guides, ascended beings of love and light. Anyone that has transcended polarity, that's got a message of love and a message that will help us with our ascension, please feel very welcome to be present with us now. So, hello to everyone that is new to my channel. My name is Alice. This is Ascension to Love with Alice, a return to union. It's that unity consciousness that we are all striving for. That's why we are here on planet Earth, to help that beautiful mother ascend, and we are part of that, and we are here as a divine channel, a divine bridge in order to do that. So what an honor. We already have cards flying out the deck here. I'm going to leave those out. So we're doing a weekly angelic reading here. So we are calling in, and we're using the Archangel deck here first and foremost to really bring in some angelic energies and presence. So we are looking at the week commencing Monday the 28th? 29th? Monday through to Sunday the 4th. So all the way through to Easter Sunday. If anyone celebrates Easter, happy Easter to you. Now, it's always quite funny when I'm needing to record these on a super full moon, which is the weekend that this is being recorded. There is a super full moon, and that energy is being felt so much, especially because I'm recording this in Avalon, which is a heart chakra. So a lot of those ley lines and energy lines are very, very present, and I'm feeling a lot of it right now. So it's so funny because, you know, before we can actually even record any type of video like this, before any type of channeling is like, we've got to make sure we're grounded in our light, right? So it's been quite interesting wondering when this video was going to get recorded. But it is now, so we are here recording this gorgeous video. If you're new to my channel, welcome. Do hit the subscribe button, do hit the like button. Any comments, any likes really help the video get seen by people that may need to hear what is on what content is here. So thank you so much in advance for doing that, and for people that are regulars on this channel, welcome back. It's always an honor and a blessing to share energy with you, and thank you so much for the kind souls that donated on the last video. There is a gratitude a tip jar, essentially a virtual tip jar, in the description box for anyone that feels like they wish to exchange energy in that form with me. It is always welcome, and may that abundance that comes through return to you multifold over and over and over again. But thank you so much for the kind souls that donated from the last video. But I'm going to get started here because I already had 2 archangels jump out. Let's get a third one here. Normally I pull them out face up, but you know, this is where we're at right now. And look at that, we've got Archangel Faith coming in straight away. She's the twin flame of Archangel Michael, bringing in that eternal flame, this invincibility, this kind of, you know, hold that torch within yourself, hold that torch light and bright, and keep that fire going, okay? Keep that fire going, keep that perseverance going. She's holding the whole space for the week here. She's bringing in the divine feminine aspect of that peaceful warrior, right? That peaceful warrior, but actually with that arrow intention, right? You know, who else we've got? We've got Archangel Christine, holy, holding that ChristLight for us. Oh my gosh, I love Archangel Christine, and she's the twin flame of Archangel Jophiel, I think so. Hey, so that's really about the crown chakra, right? All this deep wisdom from infinite intelligence, right, from all that is, from source, dropping in here through the crown. And once again, another female archangel, and this is coming in with the ChristLight. So that ChristLight energy is showing up really powerfully here. We've got Archangel Mallory. Remember who you are. She's actually, the day that this is being recorded, she's the archangel that came out for today as well. If you're you know, you can find me on Instagram and on Facebook as Ascension to Love with Alice, and every day we do Archangel daily guidance, right? So you can set up for your day, and Archangel Mallory was the archangel for today, so I find that really fascinating. But she tells us to remember who we are, you know. And then we've got Archangel Raguel. Ooh, this is all about those weighing of the scales, the balancing, right? You know, that being fair, resolving conflicts, and that's really a fantastic message to come through for this week, because I know last week, for anyone that was watching last week, and for everyone that is watching this week even, you have experienced last week, and that was up and down. Hey, that was all about rebalancing, and that's what the full moon, when this is being recorded, And that's what that full moon was bringing. That full moon was bringing that beautiful energy of rebalancing, of harmony, of diplomacy, that Libran energy coming in for that full moon, hey? You know, wanting to, and it was a super moon, right? So really enhancing within us anything that's not yet resolved. And even if it is resolved, even if you've done the healing for it, we were getting presented last week with many opportunities to rebalance. And it looks like this energy is going to carry on through the week. So this is really fascinating. So let's see what's coming in here. So we're being guided by Archangel Christine to really draw through our crown, because that crown, that beautiful crown that we all wear, and we all have a crown, right? Regardless of the chakra, we all have a crown on our heads. Sometimes it gets knocked a little bit, right? But we all have a crown on our heads, and through it comes that universal wisdom. Through it becomes that inspiration, right? And sometimes we can feel like it's blocked. You know, sometimes we can feel like we can't see what's coming out in front of us and things like that. The more we get out into the elements, the more the elemental magic can actually help us connect with this. They are just saying that right now. They're being very specific. But we do have Archangel Christine saying, you know, accept the Christ light, be open to that unconditional love, right? And, you know, because this week is ending with Easter, which, you know, Easter in itself, like the actual Easter, obviously there are many celebrations that predate what I'm about to say, but just because this word is coming up, Christ, and the holiday of Easter, which is a Christian holiday, obviously I know that before that there was pagan and druid and everything like that, so we're not getting into that we're not getting into that debate right here right now, because there are many ancient ways which underline all of that. But it's just to kind of actually bring in the remembrance that actually the Christ energy is going to be felt a lot this week, right? And Christ wasn't that person that we think of 2,000 years ago, where there was a very popular book written about him. That's not actually the Christ. He embodied that Christ light, but the Christ light is, you know, it's that unconditional love, it's that purity, it's that having healed everything, literally every single cell of your body is just emitting unconditional love. And when that is happening, you are here present in the now moment, you are here present, loving so unconditionally that everything is perfect, everything is perfection. You are creating literally with source, right? So for example, if you follow Buddhism, right, that's what Lord Maitreya, that's what the Buddha energy is as well, is that Christ light energy, you know? So there is this energy of Christ light coming in here. So I'm going to be really keen to see who else we have coming out in the cards below. But Archangel Mallory coming through with, remember who you are and take action when you're ready. This is not about rushing. Once again, look at this. We've got this this golden dove, right? This heart space that's linking to your heart again. So there is this theme of the Christ energy coming in here. There is this resolve wanting to come in as well for this week. So what's really fascinating, and I'm getting reminded of the Soul Star chakra here with Archangel Mallory. I'm not sure if she is a twin flame of Mariel, who governs the Soul Star chakra. I'm not sure. I'd have to look in the book to double check that. But Archangel Mallory is coming in here because, you know, this is about when your crown chakra is open to receiving, and it's receiving the light and it's receiving the knowledge from divine, from all that is, from, you know, whatever you call that, you will then be inspired to take aligned action, right? Guys, don't take action before you're ready. You know, if you said you're going to do something, great, but get into a space where you feel aligned in order to do that, so that it works out in everyone's favor. It works out for the highest good of all, right? You know, it looks to me like this dove is flying through a portal here, a heart-shaped portal, because that's it. Every action that you take needs to go through your heart, right? It needs to go through your heart space. You know, because like if we don't do that, then it's based in fear, it's based in obligation, and that's an imbalance, right? So Archangel Mallory is coming in here to remind us, you know, we're going to do things in love, do things from a space of love. So we have to get our vibration there, right? In order to receive that knowledge, in order to receive that direction, that wisdom. Because whenever we're receiving wisdom from our Divine Mother Father, right? Whenever we're receiving wisdom from the angels and our guides, that's divine wisdom, that's infinite intelligence. If you act on that, you can't go wrong. But what people kind of confuse it with is people can confuse, or we can confuse, divine inspiration with obligation, and thinking we need to do something and not sorting out our energy first. And this is why Archangel Faith is coming in here, because, you know, and look at her, she's in the mountains. She's in the mountains, probably in Banff with Michael at his retreat. But, you know, you got to light your flame first every single day. That's the message here. You got to light your flame first every single day, and then look at the information and the downloads that are going to drop in. Look at the wisdom. It'll all channel through. You will just know what to do. That knowing is going to come through this week. If you have been unknowing the past week, this week it's going to start to come through, and that's when you take the action, but not before then. You don't have to make any decisions before you know. And when you know, holy guys, well, you know, like you know, like you know. But we do have that ChristLight energy coming in here, right? It's another portal, right? And it opened with the equinox. It's being held with a super full moon, and it's going to continue through to that Easter time as well, right? Because there's a lot of energy from various people in the world bringing that energy in, right? And you know, we are all connected. We are all one, regardless of whatever our belief system is. We are all one, and we are all bridges between the earth and the divine, right? So what's really fascinating then is we have Archangel Retrieval coming in as, you know, saying, you know, do be fair in situations, right? Judgments. I'm hearing the word judgment so loud. We got to resolve any judgment that we have. If we're feeling conflicted against someone, if we're feeling like there is a trigger towards someone or something, if we're feeling a little bit resistant there, we've got to find that within ourselves. And people, I get messages quite frequently all the time from friends, clients saying, you know, this person's triggered me. This person's triggered me. You know, why are they doing this? Why are they doing this? How can I heal this? I feel like I just need to move away from them. Okay, that's one way of doing it, is moving away. But that's actually quite a low frequency way of doing things, right? The next level up is to actually go, okay, well, what within me has attracted that out within them? What within me has attracted this experience? What within me has attracted this dynamic? And then you find that within yourself and you heal that. You may not be acting like another person is acting, like this beautiful mirror. This person that is a mirror is acting towards you. You may not act like that in real life, but what will be present is an underlying energy, right? Because that's being attracted like a magnet. So positive, negative force coming together, right? So it's showing and highlighting where there is a weakness in your auric field. So when we want to resolve all conflicts, when we want to resolve all judgments, guess what we got to do? We got to go, oh, okay, what is that triggering within me? I'm going to sit with that just for a moment, and I'm going to feel into that. What is that? Where is that coming from? Okay, how can I love that even more? How can I bring this ChristLight energy? How can I light a fire within that, like a golden fire of love, of peace, of ChristLight energy, and actually heal that? You know, actually bring unconditional love to within me that's attracted in something that's not been pleasant, you know? That's brought contrast. I need to get a little bit more, I'm actually not going to use these cards, I don't think. Are we using these? No. Oh, Isis is on the bottom of the deck. I love Isis. Okay. We're not going to use that deck. We're going to switch over to the Magdalene Oracle, just because we have the wonderful Yeshua energy coming in here, that ChristLight energy. We're just going to find out what is going to be challenging this week, right? What is going to challenge us this week here? Thank you. 1, 2, 3. Yeah, perception. Look at that. Confusion. Absolutely. On the bottom of the deck, Magdalene. Wow. Okay, so we do have the ChristLight energy coming in here, and we also have Mary Magdalene coming in, right? Balance, divine masculine, divine feminine. I mean, obviously Archangel Christine is depicted here as a feminine, even though they don't have gender really at that point. But ChristLight, you know, we've got Yeshua energy coming in here, and we've got Magdalene energy coming in here. Feminine Christ, masculine Christ, balance, and that's what the Libran super full moon was bringing, right? That's what that Libra super full moon was bringing. But you know what? We might be confused at the start of the week. We might feel like it's very murky waters. Before it gets purified, before we can actually navigate through that, it's going to feel a little bit kind of, you know, what on earth is going on? Kind of, you know, you might still have that energy of not knowing which way you're going and not knowing what you're doing, and that's okay not to know. You don't have to answer to anyone. You don't have to make plans at this point in time. Time is expansive. Mother Mary is coming in actually to say that right now. Look at this, we've got 2 Marys coming in. Yeah. Mother Mary is coming in right now to remind us of this as well, is that time is expansive. Everything is only present right now in this now moment, right? So time doesn't actually exist. So that means we can expand it, contract it as and when we need to, right? And the thing is that Mother Mary is bringing that unconditional love here, and that's where we may struggle, is to connect to that unconditional love energy. But guys, we really need to this week. You know, if you are feeling out of sorts, do check out my Facebook page. I have a really wonderful and very affordable service, which is a Ascension symptom tune-up. It's a quantum healing, and it's facilitated by the gorgeous Pleiadian, the Pleiadians, right? And it's very powerful, and it will help you realign if you are feeling knocked off balance. So if that does call to you, please feel very welcome to send me a direct message or to comment on the video here, because they are very, very profound. But this week, there is that confusion coming in, right? And the key is to really stay focused. And we're going to pull guidance for that in just a moment. But what's really interesting is this perception card. And once again, it came in underneath Raguel, which was a fantastic message already in that how we see things, right? You know, choosing to see through the eyes of love, choosing to see, you know, there's a phrase that actually, that I swear by it. And that is, the light in you is all I see. So what that means is, and this is how the law of attraction works, you guys, is that whatever you focus on, you will magnify. Whatever you focus on will get drawn and attracted to you. So if there is a person in your life and there is friction, try focusing on what you love about that person. Choose to only see the light. Choose to have blinkers on and not see when they're doing something else. Choose not to focus on that. Choose not to put energy into that. Because you'll find that if you focus only on their light, guess what's going to get magnified? Yeah, their light, right? And when you're choosing to focus on their light, guess what gets magnified within you as well? Their light, yeah. Look at that, Matt's coming out again. Fairness, 2 scales here. There is so much balance coming through here. So much about balance. We've got Pearly with Divine Passion and Mary Magdalene. Okay, we've got 2 Mary Magdalenes. 2 lots of scales. Divine Passion coming in. And you know what? I am going to talk about this really briefly here. So, you guys, I have the most incredible course launching, and people have been asking me for this since before the new year. And we ran it live, and I'm just talking about it here because of Pele coming out, because we talk about it in this course. But we are running Rebirthing the Goddess, and that starts next month. It's an on-demand course, so there's going to be around 6 on-demand lessons, and each one of them is looking at a specific aspect of the divine feminine archetype. This is for male, female people, because we all have divine feminine within us. And we look at every single one of them. We do quantum healings, activations within each session, each session and lesson, to really heal your wounded feminine and bring her into her sovereignty, into her high priestess energy, and sacred sexuality comes into that. And this is the thing, is that this is what we don't always realize, you know. And I am going to tangent here. I'm just going to tangent here, and I'm going to do it. And bear with me just for a moment, because there is 2 bonus calls that come with this course. One of them is Womb Healing and Awakening. It's an intro to womb healing, intro to womb awakening. And the other one is an intro to sacred sexuality, because this has been so misinterpreted for millennia, right? And if we are not, and especially if you're a woman watching this, that womb space that you have, regardless of whether you still have your moon cycle or not, or whether you still have your womb space or not, right? Because I know that's also another thing I get asked. That energetical space creates worlds. And so many women have forgotten, right? This is part of the ancient mysteries, the mysteries of Isis, right? The mystery schools. You know, the Magdalene lineage was a part of that mystery schools, you know? And I'm just going to say it, and I'm going to be really blunt about it. If you are having sex solely for orgasm without understanding how to direct that life force energy, guys, you are missing the point of what that energy can do. And this is actually going to be very, very prevalent here for anyone that is looking to really expand their life, because the true nature of that energy is to create worlds, is to redirect it. If you're not redirecting that life force to healing or creating or expanding or rejuvenating or initiating or something, if you're not combining it with the divine energy, that is, if you're not combining it and taking it off a physical level so that you're merging all the other bodies within you and really bringing back the ancient mysteries, guys, we're missing out here, right? So there is an intro to that in Rebirthing the Goddess. So anyway, that will go live in April. It is getting launched this weekend for early bird. For anyone that's in my Facebook group, and anyone that's not, you can still get access to the early bird. The full course is going to retail at £144. There is so much content in there that it would be a lot more than that to get the sessions individually. But the early bird is 111. So if it calls to you to go into each archetype of the divine feminine to really stand in your priestess power, really heal all of that, go through your ancestral wounding, heal it all and do it in a really graceful, smooth way, and really anchor in the mastery lifetimes that you've had in every single aspect. And also get the bonus calls, which will go into an intro to sacred sexuality and how you can literally cultivate that life force energy within you to create worlds. Guys, just send me a message or join the Facebook group. It's in the description box below. But the fact that we've got Mary Magdalene coming out twice here, the fact that we've got Divine Passion coming in here, this what they're saying is this overlap of energy, right? There's this overlap of energy. There is this kind of this balancing and rejiggling and reconfiguration, recalibrating of everything old that no longer serves. You are being shown that, you're still being shown that. It's time to create new physical pathways. It's time to go, yeah, I've done the healing energetically, but now I need to create a new pathway based on what I want to do and where I want to go. That paired with remembering the ancient ways. You know what, guys, I'm not even pulled the guidance yet, so let's do that. So I'm going to use one of my favorite decks. My favorite decks of cards here. Okay, Sacred Dreams, Angel Dreams. Okay, so what is the best guidance, beautiful angels, guides, and ascended beings of light for this week, based on the energy, based on the messages that you've brought through here today? And you know what, guys, we're in that springtime for most people. If you're in the southern hemisphere, you're in autumn. Autumn is about abundance and harvesting all your hard work. If you're in spring, you're planting the seeds too, and really getting going there. So, you know, there's so much coming in. But let's see here, what guidance do we have for this week ahead? How can we best utilize it for our own ascension, for the collective ascension, and to just really have a wonderful time? Thank you. High Council coming in. Of course it is, because we had the crown, waning moon. That is exactly the moon phase that we will be in as well. So perfect. Thank you so much. Mugwort, rite of passage. Yes, you are. Yes, you are. Mugwort is all about rites of passage. They are fire opal. Look at that. Fire opal. Sensuality, confidence. We've got that, guys. We've got that energy coming in here a lot. You know, I wasn't just tangenting before for no reason. I was tangenting because I was getting called to share that with the group, with people here, right? Because of this energy firing up, right? There is a fire being lit in your bellies, and go and create with it, right? That is what we're intended to do here. We have to create with it, but first we have to balance before we do that, because if we create without having a stable foundation, not good. Okay, High Council coming in here. Tune in. They are what's the word? They are revalidating this message here of that ChristLight, of that crown chakra, right? Act with wisdom and loving compassion. Accept the ChristLight. And you know, the High Council, your team of light, you know, your dream guide, your guardian angel, you know, your archangels, passed over loved ones, you know, the shining ones, the fae beings that you work with. You know, you've got an entourage. Everyone has this entourage, this High Council, this team of light, ready and waiting around you to drop information in. And the thing is that we just have to open ourselves up and go, guys, what do you want to tell me? And sometimes all they want to tell you is to get outside, because you can't hear their message unless you get outside and actually clear some stagnant energy around you first, right? So, you know, when people message me and say, I just can't hear, like, have you been outside yet? Have you allowed the element of air to blow inspiration through into you and blow away the cobwebs? No? No wonder you can't hear the message. Come on, guys, let's go. Let's get outside. Listen to them, because they want to guide you. They want to co-create with you. You are here as a co-creator. I'm getting really fiery about this. It's all this fire energy coming in here. That's that Aries sun for you, I tell you. But then we have this waning moon coming in as well, right? So really work with the energies of the moon there, bringing that in here, especially here, because, you know, when the moon starts to wane, we start to go inwards, we start to reflect, we start to introspect, right? You know, look back at your accomplishments, look back at what's been good, look back at what you want to maybe do different next time, and allow Mother Mary here to bring that unconditional love in, right? We've got Mother Mary, Mary Magdalene, and Yeshua energy coming in, Master Jesus, you know? Wow. And just remember who you are, right? This is that introspection, that waning moon brings in introspection to really connect us with who we are on a base level, not who we're trying to be when we're around people or on social media or Facebook or anything like that. You know what I mean? It's like, who are you really? Own that, honor that, be true to that, because that is why you are here. You are here to be you. No one else can be you. You can't be anyone else. You don't want to be anyone else, because why would you? You are here, born as this miracle. This soul came down, and you've now received a body that is literally your personal spaceship. It's like your personal vehicle, right, to travel across this world. So be you, right? Be you. You know, there's no one else to be. And then we've got this mugwort, because the thing is that mugwort is all about rite of passage, you know, going through that archway, going through that gateway. And that's what this is, right? Who is going to listen to the lessons? Who is going to act upon it? Or who is going to go, oh, actually, you know what? I'm just far happier being miserable, you know, and I'm literally putting it as blunt as that, right? That is the choice to make, right? Are you going to be a little bit uncomfortable and be vulnerable, right? Are you going to be vulnerable with yourself? Are you going to admit to yourself how you're actually feeling? Are you going to get defensive? You're going to think that you know it all? Guys, we don't know anything. None of us do, right? We actually don't. We've got to unlearn everything, because the more that we think we know, the more we cannot receive, the more we block reception, right? You know, people say to me, I know a lot. I'm like, no, I actually don't know anything. I literally don't know anything. I clear the channel and I unlearn, and then I just let them talk through me, right? You know? And when that happens, you have the most profound conversations, you have the most profound co-creation energy, you know? So this rite of passage is coming in here because this is what it is. You are going through a rite of passage, but they're saying, you know, feel safe. Mother Mary is right in the middle here. We've got Mary Magdalene either side. You've got all these archangels looking out for you. There is scales balancing here. This is literally balancing your Akashic records. This is balancing your karma. That's what this week is all about. It really is. And it pairs up with the full moon reading that we did last week. It pairs up with last week's reading really, really well. And you know what, guys? If you are called in the Facebook group that I run, so the Isis Dream Temple, please feel very welcome to join it. You are always very, very welcome. But we actually do free new moon and full moon ceremonies, and we just did one last night for the full moon, and it was so profound, right? It was so, so profound to have that space held for people. And all those women that were on there, sometimes it's men and women, but last night it was just women. You know, everyone that was on there, I'm going to tell you right now, they are going to absolutely own this week, and their lives will be different from it because of the way that they went inwards and they allowed themselves to be open to working with the cosmic energies flowing around us, the archangels flowing around us, the divine energies, right? The shining ones, the masters of light, you know? Right? With the elements. Beautiful souls. This is a very powerful week. It really is. It's a very powerful week because this is decision week, right? You know, if you've done the work, great. If you've not yet done the work and you're like, oh my God, this is the first time I'm hearing about this, that's okay as well. It's the intention that you set. It's the intention that you set. And it's okay if you get knocked off balance. That's okay. You've got a lot of energy balancing you back out here and helping you stay grounded with that. You just have to remember to keep that torch lit, that flame. Just keep looking for that light. Light a candle as well. They're saying that, light a candle. Because when you light a candle, it invokes the fire elementals and even the fire dragons, which burn away any lower energy around you, right? But this is about really engaging that sacral chakra. This week is all about your sacral chakra, right? It's about allowing that creativity. Get creative, get in the kitchen, get baking, get cooking, get outside, get painting. Do something that's creative. Doesn't matter what it is. Draw. Connect with your body, right? Light some incense. Have a nice bath. Connect with your body in that way. What can you see, smell, taste, hear and touch? You know, what is pleasing to you? That's your sensual body, right? It doesn't have to be sexualized. That's your sensual body. Connect with that sensuality, because when you do that, you know, you are unlocking so, so much, and it's going to help a lot, right? And especially with Pele coming in here with this divine passion, you know, allow yourself to recognize what your heart's true desire is. What do you want? What does your soul burn for? What does your soul desire for? You might not know that. You might think that you know that. That's even worse sometimes, isn't it, right? When we think that we know what we want. But really, think like whatever we want isn't a title, it's not a position, and it's not a situation. What sets our soul alight is that desire and that emotion that we will feel when we are in that space. So that's why this fire opal's coming out. That's why get connected to your emotional, to your sensual body. That will bring you the confidence to really, it's like that Leo energy, right? So guys, I'm going to pull one last card here because I just want to see if there is anything that wants to come through. Just as a final farewell for now. But like I say, if you are new to this channel, please like and subscribe. I hope you have heard at least one message that has resonated with you, that has helped you in some way, shape or form. Please feel very, very welcome to find me on Facebook at Ascension Love with Alice, or on Instagram, same handle. And do feel very welcome to join the Isis Dream Temple Facebook group. It's an awesome space, right? And you know, lots of uplifting, positive content, lots of really creative, individual, beautiful souls in that group already. You know, just loving their life, and keep your eyes open for, and I think I'll tag it in the description box below as well, but keep your eyes open for that goddess, that rebirth in the goddess, especially if you are very interested in, you know, in just standing in your power, owning it, and really harnessing the ancient ways of the female mysteries, the feminine mysteries, you know. And it's only, you know what, early bird, £111. You can't even buy a session for that. You can't even buy one quantum session for that, really. So it's incredible, incredible value. So if it calls to you, keep your eyes peeled, my friends. Let's see who we've got. We've got Kuan Yin. Oh my gosh, I cannot think of a better person to close this reading on. It's Kuan Yin. We have the goddess of compassion coming in here. Literally concluding all of this, literally summarizing all of this. I recognize suffering in order to release it. Curiosity breeds compassion. Curiosity breeds compassion, right? Can we walk a mile in another person's shoes? Kuan Yin is actually the board of karma as well. She is on the board of karma, right? And we've got the Akashic records in both of these. The halls of Amenti, right? Do you know what they are? Akashic records, every lifetime gets stored in the Akashic records. It gets recorded there, you know? Gets recorded there, everything that you've done, and all the karma that we have to resolve. And Kuan Yin is on the board of karma. So if you are resolving karma right now, I would love to really clear some of that energy out of the way so that you can live your highest, most blissful, joyful, abundant lifestyle. What a beautiful card to finish on, hey? You know, this is what we've got to do this week to get on that pathway. All right, beautiful souls. I love you all so much. Thank you so much for being here. I really look forward to seeing you on in the Facebook group, right? And yeah, let me know how you found this video in the comments. I always love hearing from you. So for now, have a wonderful start to your week. Have a wonderful Easter if you celebrate it, or enjoy the chocolate if you enjoy chocolate. And yeah, so much love to each and every one of you. Bye for now. Many blessings.